All right, so here we are at this stage. Yeah, I skipped over a lot of steps to show you guys, but it's going to be kind of cool and as we go through and proceed. So underneath this orange paint, there is several different layers of color. One being a rust texture, which is what you can see how it's not smooth and perfect, because this is going to be quite the rusted up, old school NASCAR barn find, if you will, but we're going to go with the storyline that we found it out in the woods. So I'll have quite a bit of work to do yet still. This is the chassis. I'll need to find some wheels and weather up the rest of it, but this is going to be like an old school Saturday night short track abandoned race car out in the woods. That's my theme story behind this one. So we'll see how that comes out as we proceed forward here very soon. This one, saying it's an old Mercury. This is the base for it. I don't see any indication on the bottom of even what brand it is or what it's supposed to be, but I got to find an engine for this one and wheels. So similar. This one has multiple different colors underneath this main color that you see, and as well as some rust effects. So as we get to detailing, weathering these things up, you'll see some of that. It'll come out. Um, Maybe the storyline behind this one is that it's rotting away in a junkyard somewhere. So maybe I won't even worry about wheels. I'll just have it be one of those ones that's like decaying into the ground. Um, so we'll see. We got a little bit more work to do with these. So uh, I'm going to grab some equipment, some tools. We'll get started. All right. So I've been sanding away at this thing. It's not exactly coming through the way I really wanted it to. Um, there's more colors in there than what you can see. So I take a break from the sanding, and I decided this is the window screen for this car. Why do I have a solid window? I know originally it was a Cars themed car, so it was a painted window with eyeballs or something silly in it. So I decided to get out the drill and the jeweler saw, and I'm going to cut out this window. Little tiny pin vise drills were not working for me, so I got out the big gun. So I got a couple of holes started here. I'm going to make a couple more, and then I'm going to thread my jeweler saw in there and get to cutting. So get to working on that. All right, so a little bit of metal work there. We got our shavings and our pieces that we cut off over here. So you seen we cut that out with the jeweler saw. Then I went after it with the file and prettied it all up as best I could for the application. And there we have it. We now have a front window that was blacked out from factory. All total took me about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so. You've seen it in only a few seconds, but yeah. All right. I'm going to see what else I can do with rusting up this casting. All right, so as with many projects, things kind of get derailed sometimes. Still doing 2 cars. Have one complete. Enough. And I've kind of taken a detour with the other one. So I'm going to show you this one. And then I'm going to show you a teaser of what I'm doing with the other one. So anyways, make this short and sweet. So the abandoned race car, here it sits. Went ahead and went through it and rested it all up. Multiple different layers, some washes. I think the patina on it came out really cool. Found some wheels from parts bags over there that fit. Dirtied them up a little bit. Dirtied up the underside. This thing snapped together so tight I didn't even bother doing any screws or anything. Just gonna sit just like so in my on my shelf, just like that, as an abandoned, rusted, old cars themed race car. So that's build number 1. This is the derailment that build number 2 has taken. We're gonna make a little diorama in a 1/64 scale case of an abandoned car hanging out in the woods. So I gathered some materials. I'm gonna start getting to work, and we'll see what we come up with. All right, so we are back. Fortunately, there wasn't a whole heck of a lot to show you the process of doing what I did. I had a little bit too much fun, and I just kept right on trucking. Didn't even record any of it. So you've seen this one. We cut out that front window. We did some work with that. That's okay. You've seen the parts and pieces that we started with for the next one. And it's all based on, well, the base of this, a display case. So, let me show you. There it is. So the storyline is this thing has just been sitting out in the woods at an abandoned property. It was somebody's wild mercury project from way back in the day. They took the wheels and tires off of it, let it sit there in the woods. Got a tree growing up through the back. Got some tree limbs that have fallen on it, and some moss growing up out of the engine compartment. It's just been sitting there, rotting away. Some of the chrome has survived and stayed shiny. Some of it not so much. All kinds of moss and grass growing up around it. That tree coming up through the back window. Been sitting there for quite a while. So, there we have it. This will be my main entry for Mars Garage Rust Bucket Challenge of my abandoned hot rod Mercury stuck out in the woods. Here's just some close-up photo shots. Thanks for hanging out here with me for another quick episode of Mike's Mods and Customs. Got a model show coming up this coming week. Super excited about that.